Good evening, collective. I cannot find my glasses, but I have the lights on. That maybe that'll help me until I can get to the ophthalmologist. Get some look in my eyes. But um, okay, so I have a message for an emperor. If it resonates with you, this is about an emperor who is in a soulmate connection, all right, and he wants to go toward his wish fulfillment. Um, the feminine energy was not revealed, okay? She's nowhere in this spread. So, yeah, that speaks volumes to me, okay? But this emperor who was on the bottom of the deck, the main deck, I picked up his energy, and he has Gemini, Scorpio, and Taurus in his chart. And yeah, this is what I see on here: swords and wands. It's a lot of. I mean, the only cups that's in the spread um, is the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. Okay, and this Emperor. All right, I'm just gonna start to read, and whatever resonates with you, um, okay, that's great. If it does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest if it does not. But I am on a masculine energy, okay? And this emperor wants a equal give and take, a balance of his equilibrium, okay? He wants a relationship, a union, a connection, a partnership that is not going to breadcrumb him, and he is focused on removing himself from toxic behavior, any addictions of the sorts, whether if it's drinking, sex, drugs, multiple people involved, speaking, thinking negative, okay? He's removing himself from that. He wants to move to Six of Swords, to calm waters, okay? He no longer wants to deal with the low vibrational behavior. And this Ace of Wands is the truth. This is also the male phallic, so this emperor is very well endowed, but that's not important. I just touch on everything that I see. But this emperor wants to have a passionate new beginning and start a journey, okay, by himself, or to be single. And he is on a defense, okay? He is also dealing with conflict. And he wants to rebalance himself and focus on his new passionate beginnings and be abundant within himself, okay? But he is also falling into judgment due to the fact of him being in a toxic relationship that was not for his highest good. He did not leave because of money issues, all right? Maybe he was codependent on this Capricorn woman, which is, I'm getting the vibes that she was a karmic. But this emperor knows that, because emperors are very intuitive and they are also smart and intelligent. But he is now he's listening to his inner discernment, okay? And all of the foolishness, the immature communication and things of such as being judged. And he's also listening to his spirit guides, okay? His ancestors, they are talking to him, but it's requiring for him to go within, okay? And while he's going within, he's being enlightened about this soul connection that he had. But there's a standstill. There is no movement in both cards, okay? He did not do the action to take in order for him to heal this connection with his soulmate. Again, the energy that I'm picking up, she's nowhere here, okay? So obviously his soulmate that he was supposed to have been with is she's no longer around. She's not investing into player energy, all right? Because this is him running in, and of course, you know, the Knight of Wands, they don't stay. They come in and they use their male phallic. He's very passionate about coming in and wanting to use his male phallic, but he's fallen into judgment because he had his empress in the third party, his soulmate, and she does not want to be involved in third parties, okay? And the divine is ending that. There is definitely going to be an ending to the third party in this connection with this emperor, because he was trying to maintain control over money and covering up his tracks for any infidelity or any thievery going on. But because that's being ended, now he is in the Nine of Swords, having all types of anxiety in the mind, nightmares, anxiety, night sweats. He's not sleeping well at all, and he is definitely moping and sobbing like a baby, okay, crying over spilled milk, because his third party that he was in, everybody that he was involved with, they left him, okay? And he's not paying attention to what the divine was giving him before, because he was focused on the past. And he's following his intuition now about his soulmate, who was supposed to be his complete happiness, all right? And they were going to be, this union was supposed to have worked together to become a business partner, a family, and be abundant together. But due to his, him using his male phallic and giving it to a karmic and not leaving the situation, he is going to receive karma for creating conflict in this union, okay, and letting it happen. This is friends and family. Everybody has something to say. Everybody is attacking one another. So whatever that he tried to send to his soulmate, which is the feminine, he's also reaping that. So the blockage is there. There will be no healing of the heart with this emperor. It is complete, and he will have to sit in this energy, all right? And he wants to balance it out. He wants to come in and say something to his soulmate, but it's going to be either a blockage or a fast communication, because he wants to drop the burdens about this third party that he had her involved in. But like I said, the feminine energy is not even on this, she's not even on this table, except for in the Two of Cups, okay? And that's just representing what union he's in. Other than that, she's nowhere to be found. This partnership has been severely damaged due to betrayal and third-party actions. And it was too strenuous for this female, because, I mean, it's understandable. I understand. And, you know, God gives everybody free will. If you want to invest, you can. But this emperor has children with other people, okay? He did not let his soulmate know about his infidelities. But knowing how God works, if he is a very intuitive person and he's now following, the divine is giving him the intuition for him to follow, which is this right here. The Ace of Wands is definitely a yes card, but it's also him looking at things from a higher perspective and him following his intuition. So he is waking up to the connection, but it's too late, okay? So the only thing that he can do is pretty much just come in for peace sake and compromise in a peaceful manner and be an adult about it, okay? And I got his characteristics right here. And after that, I'm going to pull, I did pull a few cards that came out because I wanted Spirit to give clarity to someone, a female, yes, a female energy that is probably dealing with an emperor, you know, someone that is controlling, that was being manipulative and was given to more than one party and has children, even though he knows the unspoken part to this female that, you know, his real thinking, his real thoughts about this union is that it is a wish fulfillment. But it was only his wish fulfillment for self-gain. He only wanted to be with his soulmate for money. Okay? And as you can see, these 9 of Cups is his cups. She's his wish fulfillment. He would be content if she would just sit there and let him control her. And it's not going to happen. Okay? The divine don't work like that. But in his characteristics, like I said, he was being led by his spirit guides, okay? Because he was following his intuition now. And it says imaginary friend, which is that confirms the spirit guides, Republican Party. Probably has more than one on his side, okay? He had peanut allergy to the lunch table. So he doesn't have a really good diet, or he's changing his diet up. He's actually removing what is not best for him at this time, and that's good. But at the same time, there's a beer bong full of OxyClean. He has suicidal thoughts. Okay, so this emperor who is losing control is not mentally stable just yet, but he is waking up to following his intuition. And it says VIP tickets to the West Side Story. So he's definitely watching this female, his soulmate. And just by saying VIP tickets, like, he finds her very interesting. He's very obsessed with her. But it's not in a good way. It's only for manipulation and money and for sex again. And it says juicy sausage. So regardless of him being well endowed, which is also backing up the male phallic card, the Ace of Wands. I'll show the collective. It says juicy sausage. Okay. He is attracted to older women. And it says insanely hot mother-in-law. So this woman is older than him, okay? Or he's attracted to older women, or he's been with older women. And it says a sex doll with feelings and memories. He definitely just used her for sex, okay? Which backs up the energy of the Knight of Wands. That's the player energy. And the third party, okay? Him being involved. That he made this feminine energy feel like this, but it's being ended, all right? And he just goes around just breaking people's hearts. But now he has heartburn, desire for his soulmate. But this emperor who has Gemini, Scorpio, and Taurus in his chart, this is of his subconscious thinking. It's a couple of cards here, but I'm going to take my time to read it out to you. If it resonates with you, good. If it does not, please do not make it fit. If it's not for you, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, because you'll put yourself in the 8 of Swords, a mental confliction. Let it go, okay? It may not be for you. It might be for someone else. Oh, but in my Kipper deck, okay? The bottom of the deck on my Kipper deck, I'm sorry, collective, I apologize, adjudication, all right? And that came up also down here in judgment, okay? But he says, I wish I knew you back then. Take me back. I want you in the worst way. You just don't know. Player energy, collective, okay? Use your intuition for whatever feminine is dealing with this emperor who's being overly controlling, okay? And is mentally unstable. I love the way you kiss my lips. Listen to me sometimes. So maybe he feels like, you know, you guys argued a lot in the past, It was a lot of disagreements, and he felt like he wasn't heard at that time. Okay, I'm just saying, yeah. So it doesn't seem like he wants to argue anymore. He just wants to come in and speak his piece or whatever. But give that to him, okay? Everyone has that right for closure. Um, some people need it, some people don't. But be compassionate and understanding and put yourself in his shoes, because if it was you that did that to your significant other, your spouse, or your soulmate, you would want to be heard, all right? Whether if you did wrong or right, it's always good to give clarity. I'm all for it. Especially if you want to step up and be true to yourself. Some people, it takes a while for them to realize, you don't love something until it's gone. And that's just how some people are, okay? But let's not judge so we won't be judged. It says light a few candles and play R&B. So he's wanting to chill with you, and open up and have a nice talk. It's just you and him. It's an intimate setting. He has hope that he can come to some type of peaceful resolution. It's time to get off the bus. So this is backing up the control factor. He needs to stop trying to run things, okay? Her feet is dirty. Clean them. This is the karmic that he is talking about. And it says, love every roll, baby, BBW. So the person that he is in love with, his soulmate that he wants to be with, that he did not voice to her for her being his wish fulfillment, she's a BBW. He's not really sleeping. He's up early in the mornings, wee hours of the mornings, ma'am. Okay. God is not the author of confusion, sis or bro. So if he's confused, it's definitely not the feminine energy doing this to him. It's this Capricorn feminine energy, this low vibrational toxic person. But he's being told to love himself, okay? Unconditional love. It's all love. All right? You are my world. You complete me. These are statements that this Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, this Emperor did not voice to his soulmate. He also wants to come in and let her know about the situation that he's going through, karma, and he probably lives in a hotel, or he walked in on the karmic having relations with somebody. Just like I said, I know something you don't know. So it might be someone that the female might know, you know what I'm saying? His soulmate might know that he's going to relay or let her know about shooting up the club. Okay, he could be telling this his soulmate, okay, that he got somebody pregnant, and or the female is going to reach out to his soulmate, and they are arguing. They could be arguing on the phone, or it could be a disagreement because somebody found out that someone was pregnant. And then he says, I'm so confused about this connection, I might snap. See? Like I said, the card before says God is not the author of confusion. This Capricorn that he was tied down to, that he was giving to, she's keeping him in confusion. All right? She is also working black magic on him to keep him in that state of mind. Peace be still and know that I am God. He's being required to balance out his chakras. Keep balance within your surroundings. This is the divine talking to him. Again. All right. I never meant to hurt you. He might be in deep remorse about this. Oh, I said divorce. Now, okay. So now I'm picking up that this Emperor is going through a divorce. He is divorcing a karmic. And now that he realized that the person that he was with was not his twin, was not his soulmate, he wants to move away from this this karmic and he's on the defense because he's protecting his money, and now he's receiving judgment for this immature behavior. He's gone within and he's listening to his intuition and been enlightened about player energy that was being done to him, because yes, he's going through karma and he's reaping because he was involuntarily put in a third party, and now he's ending it. Okay, and this Capricorn is in the Nine of Swords. Also, this Emperor could be in a Nine of Swords because he was not paying attention to who he was supposed to have been with before, and he fell into a third party. And his happiness is all that he's thinking about, and his abundance and his new family. But it's too late. It could possibly be too late for this Emperor who was being over-controlling. I mean, I wouldn't suggest anyone to be involved with someone who is going through karma, because it will attach itself to you. And it's kind of like, it is like return to sender. So it's like whoever put it out there is going to come back 10 or 20 fold to whatever extent of how bad you've been. But if he's going to come to his soulmate while he's going through karma, it's best that you just end ties on a peaceful manner if that's what you want to do, because conflict comes with this and it will attach itself to you. Okay, and everybody knows that, you know, karma comes with heavy burdens and heartache. All right, and if you've been through that cycle enough already, it's pretty much not good. But it is great to come to a peaceful resolution to balance out the equilibrium of this soul tie connection. Okay, and come to a peaceful resolution to agree to disagree. All right, forgive and forget. Don't have judgment. And if you already have intentions on moving forward, there's no reason for you to hang on to the past of dwelling on what this person did to you. Think of it as a learned lesson, all right, that you can elevate from, that now that you can go back and retrace your steps on what not to do and what not to invest in, and how to listen to your discernment and speak up when need, and need not to be passive aggressive anymore, so that you can stop things from happening before it can escalate any further in your connection. If that's what you are being led to do. Everybody's paths are different. Okay, there's no judgment here on my end, and I'm also healing myself. All right, and mine's wasn't that type of connection. All right, but okay, everybody, you know, goes through things differently. There's no judgment on my end. I understand. And a lot of things that we go through collective as individuals are lessons for us to evolve spiritually, and for us to get a greater understanding of how and why people are the way that they are. So instead of us blaming ourselves or being hard on ourselves or wanting personal justice, you know, karma is going to do that for you. And you don't need to be worried about why this person did this to me. Learn from it so that you may evolve and become a better person. That way, you know, the Lord would send you someone that is compatible for you, that won't be deceptive. And oh, here you go. This is what I got. Gemini, Taurus, and Scorpio. Okay? But let's not judge one another. Let's learn how to forgive, release, and move forward, and focus on the greater good for ourselves. Okay? Now, I just shuffled and it says, I do love you, I just don't know how to say it. So this backed up the energy of what I was saying to the collective. This is an emperor who only operates out of control, and that could be the way that he was raised, to think that's how you're supposed to be in your connections, and that is not true. Okay, So if it resonated with anyone, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And God bless.